If I mention Egypt, your mind instantly conjures images of the timeless Nile River, the majestic pyramids of Giza, and the golden myths of ancient pharaohs. But beneath this legendary surface lies a landscape full of bizarre contradictions and extreme geographical anomalies. Welcome to Curious Cat Atlas. Today, we are peering behind the veil of ancient mythology into a desert wonderland, where the rules of reality seem completely altered. A place where whales lie buried beneath burning sand dunes, where 500,000 people reside inside tombs, and where a single narrow ditch holds the fate of the global economy. Buckle up, explorers! Here are the top 10 most mind-bending phenomena hidden within Egypt. Number 10. The Sacred Feline Empire. In ancient times, cats were worshipped across Egypt as divine avatars of the goddess Bastet, protected by sacred cultural laws. Today, while the ancient stone temples have fallen into ruin, this feline reverence has evolved into an extraordinary urban phenomenon. Cairo is home to millions of street cats that freely roam its ancient alleys, crowded bazaars, and historic monuments. But this is not a story of neglected strays. In a remarkable display of cultural memory, local residents actively feed, shelter, and care for these animals as an unspoken social duty. Butchers hand out choice cuts of meat, shopkeepers build cushioned beds inside storefronts, and drivers patiently wait for sleeping cats to wake up before setting off. These urban felines move through the capital with the complete confidence of absolute rulers, seamlessly bridging the gap between sacred ancient mythology and modern street life. It is a living testament to how a 3,000-year-old spiritual bond can quietly survive into the heart of a chaotic modern megacity. Number 9. The Perpetual Hydraulic Machinery. Deep within the lush oasis of Faiyum, an ancient water system continues to operate without relying on a single watt of modern electricity. Over 200 colossal wooden water wheels, known locally as sakya, have been turning continuously for over 2,000 years. Driven entirely by the natural kinetic force of flowing canal water. These massive wooden structures lift millions of gallons of water daily into elevated stone aqueducts, feeding vast agricultural fields in the middle of a desert. The relentless rhythmic creaking of heavy wooden gears creates a haunting soundscape that has echoed across the valley for centuries. It is an extraordinary triumph of ancient engineering, functioning as a purely mechanical heart that refuses to stop. Now, before we explore further, let us test your observation skills. Curious Cat has perfectly hidden himself among the complex wooden beams and splashing shadows of this ancient water wheel. You have 5 seconds. Can you spot him? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let us know in the comments if you caught his location. Number 8. The Sahara Snow Illusion. If you travel to the Mediterranean port city of Port Fuad during the sweltering heat of midsummer, you will encounter a scene that feels completely out of place. Sprawling across an industrial salt processing facility are massive, towering white peaks that look identical to alpine snowfields. In 40-degree temperatures, locals dress in winter coats, climb these glowing mountains, and go salt skiing down the slopes. This surreal winter landscape is created by the intense evaporation of seawater during industrial salt harvesting, leaving behind pure, blinding white sodium chloride crystals. The visual deception is so convincing that tourists flock here to capture photos that look like they were taken in the Swiss Alps, rather than on the edge of the burning Sahara. It is a bizarre, man-made geographical anomaly that transforms raw industrial production into a surreal, sun-drenched polar landscape. Number 7. The Cosmic Desert Landscape. Deep in the Western Desert lies a dramatic geological divide where two completely alien worlds exist side by side. First, you enter the Black Desert, a desolate expanse where volcanic eruptions millions of years ago covered golden sand dunes with black basalt stones, giving the landscape a dark, apocalyptic appearance. But as you travel further, the black terrain abruptly vanishes, giving way to the White Desert. Here, millions of years of wind erosion have carved massive chalk rock formations into towering white monoliths, delicate arches, and giant stone mushrooms that resemble frozen snow sculptures. The stark contrast between jet-black volcanic debris and blinding chalk formations creates a landscape so surreal it feels like stepping onto another planet. It is a stunning physical record of Earth's violent geological transformations, preserved in absolute silence. Number 6. Submerged Royal Realm. Off the coast of modern Alexandria, buried beneath meters of murky Mediterranean waters, lies one of the most remarkable archaeological discoveries in human history. Centuries of powerful earthquakes, tidal waves, and gradual land subsidence caused the ancient royal quarters of Alexandria, including the palace complex of Cleopatra, to slide directly into the sea. Today, professional divers can swim through submerged marble columns, ancient temple foundations, and monumental statues of sphinxes lying quietly on the seabed. Marine life now thrives among royal artifacts that once shaped the ancient world. This aquatic necropolis remains almost perfectly preserved by the sea, offering a haunting underwater window into a lost golden age. It stands as a chilling reminder of how quickly human monumental achievement can be swallowed by the shifting crust of our planet. Number 5. The self-sustaining recycling metropolis. At the foot of the Makara mountain lies Manshiyat, Naser, a city within a city completely engulfed by hundreds of thousands of tons of garbage. Home to a religious community known as the Zabaleen, or Garbage People. This settlement collects nearly 15,000 tons of Cairo's daily waste. Every alleyway, rooftop, and living room is packed with mountains of plastic, metal, and organic refuse. But what looks like chaotic squalor is actually one of the most efficient recycling operations on Earth. Using manual sorting techniques refined over generations, the Zabaleen recycle nearly 90% of everything they collect, a rate that far surpasses the capabilities of any modern Western city. Now, take a close look at this sprawling urban labyrinth. Curious Cat is cleverly concealed amidst the dense stacks of recyclable materials and colorful balconies. You have 5 seconds. Can you spot him? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your answers in the comments below. Number 4. The Inhabited Necropolis. Stretching across 4 miles in eastern Cairo is a vast ancient Islamic cemetery known as the City of the Dead. Built over 1,000 years ago as a final resting place for sultans, scholars, and ordinary citizens, this massive necropolis has undergone a surreal transformation. Today, over 500,000 living residents permanently reside inside these historic tombs. Faced with severe housing shortages in the capital, families converted ancient mausoleums into bedrooms, strung laundry lines between carved headstones, and connected electrical wires through stone archways. Local shops, bakeries, and cafes now thrive alongside centuries-old burial vaults. The living and the dead exist in complete daily harmony, creating an astonishing sociological paradox where an ancient sanctuary for the deceased has become a bustling, self-contained community for the living. Number 3. The ocean graveyard in the desert. In one of the driest and most isolated regions of the Sahara, surrounded by endless sand dunes, lies Wadi el-Hitan, or the Valley of the Whales. Scattered across the scorching desert floor are thousands of fossilized skeletons of prehistoric whales preserved in pristine condition. These ancient ocean giants, known as Basilosaurus, date back 40 million years and remarkably feature fully formed hind limbs, providing the ultimate evolutionary link showing how land mammals transitioned into sea creatures 40 million years ago. This barren desert was a deep, thriving prehistoric ocean known as the Tethys Sea. As tectonic plates shifted and oceans retreated, the sea vanished, leaving marine titan bones locked in desert sandstone. It is a mind-bending geological time capsule that forces us to realize that even the driest deserts on Earth were once teeming underwater worlds. Number 2. The unclaimed Terra Nullius. Tucked between the borders of Egypt and Sudan lies Bir Tawil, a 2,000 square kilometer trapezoid of desolate sand and jagged rock. This territory possesses a truly unique political status. It is the only inhabited capable piece of land on Earth that is explicitly claimed by no country. This bizarre geopolitical vacuum was created by conflicting administrative border maps from 1899 and 1902. Egypt recognizes the straight border that gives it the fertile and valuable Hala'ib Triangle, leaving Bir Tawil to Sudan. Meanwhile, Sudan recognizes the administrative border that gives it Hala'ib, leaving Bir Tawil to Egypt. Because claiming Bir Tawil would legally mean relinquishing rights to the far more valuable coastal territory, both nations strictly refuse to put this land on their official maps. It remains a true legal, no man's land, unclaimed, ungoverned, and forgotten in the vast Saharan expanse. Number 1. The choke point of global trade, sliced directly through the desert sand, is the Suez Canal, a narrow 190-kilometer man-made waterway connecting the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea. Handling over 12% of all global maritime trade, this narrow ditch serves as the absolute arterial bottleneck of modern civilization. Massive megaships carrying thousands of steel containers glide through the desert, appearing to float directly on dry sand when viewed from a distance. The extreme vulnerability of this system was laid bare when a single container ship wedged sideways across the canal, instantly halting hundreds of ships and freezing billions of dollars in daily trade. It is a terrifying demonstration of how our hyper-connected modern economy depends entirely on a fragile sliver of water in the desert. Before we conclude our journey, search carefully for Curious Cat hidden among the massive shipping containers and towering harbor cranes. You have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you spot him? From ancient ocean graveyards beneath burning sands to an urban cat empire that survived 3 millennia, Egypt proves that reality is often far stranger than mythology. Which of these desert anomalies surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to share where you spotted the curious cats. If you love this glitch in the geographical matrix, hit subscribe, smash that like button, and stay curious. See you on the next Atlas.